All right, Griz Nation, we are back. This is the Fight on Montana podcast coming back to you. Thank you for listening. First of all, we do this for you guys, and I can't believe you guys love to listen to us, and we're greatly appreciative that you guys continue to do that. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe wherever you get this podcast. Definitely, we've gotten some more reviews on Apple, so that's awesome. Keep on doing that, guys. That gets us out there to the whatever podcast universe, wherever you're at, but it helps us out tremendously. Also, we just like to hear from you as well. We've heard from a lot of people. You can get us on Instagram, Facebook, and then wherever you can get us on our Facebook personally too. So we like to hear from you guys. Even if you don't agree with us, that's great. We like that. And yeah, keep on reaching out to us. So Luke, how are you, man?
Oh, doing pretty good. It's wild that football season's almost here, and Griz soccer starting soon, and just it amazed me how fast this summer's going by. Like, it is flying by.
It is.
I think this Thursday, the players report for camp and stuff for fall camp is what I've heard. So,
yes, the 7th, I believe.
Yeah, so Thursday of this week, So maybe when you're listening to this pod, they're reporting today. It could be, whoever's listening. So it's just surprising how fast it's going, and before you know it, season's going to be here. So exciting times.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Anything fun? Anything out of the ordinary in your life, man?
No, man, things are good. Just busy working and going. Trying to spend as much time at the lake as we can, and things like that. So. Yourself?
Yeah, we've been traveling and doing stuff with my son with his taekwondo, camping, cool. And we've been just all over the place right now. It's kind of going into busy time. School's going to be starting and wrapping up real estate stuff, and so it's a crazy time, and I can't believe summer's done. Basically, it's crazy.
It's almost done. Yeah. How's the new house treating you?
It's good, except for you can probably see where I'm at right now, downstairs in the cool basement.
Not the hot box anymore.
Yeah, the furnace and AC are not working very well. So still working on the kinks of the old house, but it's going well. So can't complain.
Well, that's good. Well, right now where I'm living, in Rapid City in the Black Hills, it is Sturgis Motorcycle Rally.
Oh,
so we just hear the hum of bikes constantly, and actually, we got free tickets to Nickelback for tomorrow night. So we are. Nice. My wife and I are headed to Nickelback. So that should be pretty fun.
That'll be fun. I've heard their concerts are amazing.
Yeah. Well, it's at the Buffalo Chip. So if you've ever been to the Buffalo Chip, the rally, it is quite exciting. Like, for any of you who've never been to the rally, you should always go at least one time and just experience it. It's a whole different world. So.
That's awesome. Well, guys, enough about us. You probably don't want to hear about us, but hey, we like to give you a little glimpse. We're going to go into some Griz updates here, go into some of the coaching changes that has been happening, go into some of the preseason accolades, preseason rankings, go into the schedule a little bit as well. And I don't think we have a update on the roster. I don't think they've updated it yet. I think they start updating it when the guys get there. So
there's been a couple of rumors I've heard of a couple more offensive linemen possibly.
That's what I've been hearing too. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, and when we get that information, we'll maybe do another pod and kind of update people as we know. So
they keep it so tight to the vest.
I know it bugs the heck out of me.
Yeah. What? Not just us, everybody. The text I get and stuff. Do you know anything? It's like, no. Some people are like, did QB Club say anything? I'm like, we haven't heard anything from QB Club, man. It's like, I don't know. So
crazy. Well, let's do the other side. Let's do some football, some Griz soccer. The ladies are going to have an exhibition. Actually in Columbia Falls against Air Force.
Oh, wow. Columbia Falls. I wonder why Columbia Falls.
And that already happened. Sorry. That was August 4th on Monday.
Shoot.
Yeah. And then they have another exhibition against the Dinos. It looks like, I'm trying to look at their.
I wonder if maybe they went to Columbia Falls So Air Force could go to Glacier National Park or something like that. Like, hey, let's do it.
Maybe.
I mean, it's right by Glacier and stuff. I mean, the setting for that is pretty cool.
University of Calgary. So they're going to go. I bet you they went to Columbia Falls and then they went up to or went back down, and a Canadian team's going to play them.
Huh, that's cool. Yeah,
that's interesting. That's happening next Monday, August 11th at 1 p.m.
Does it say, did we beat Air Force or?
It doesn't say anything. It shares photos, but it does not share anything.
Maybe if it's like exhibition, maybe it was more of like a glorified practice scrimmage, you know.
Yeah. I'm looking at the photos.
Do the girls look excited? Like
they look excited.
There you go.
So there's a lot of people like jumping up and down. So I think
let's just say we did well. I like that.
Let's just say we won. Let's that. What are they going to do to us?
Starting off.
But it looks like that they won. So their first real game, guys, is against Southern Utah in Missoula.
Oh, cool.
On August 14th. So that would be that Thursday.
Yeah, a week from Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they do a Rumble in the Rockies. That's cool. So it's in Missoula as a soccer tournament.
Yeah.
And they'll play the likes of Denver, Seattle, and Baylor.
Oh, wow, Baylor. Huh.
And that's August 24th and August 21st. So
very cool.
Definitely.
Well, if you're in Missoula, go get out and check it out. The Rumble in the Rockies. I like that.
Exactly.
Sounds like a WWE match or something.
Exactly.
Rumble in the Rockies.
Oh yeah. And then they've got a let's actually, instead of doing this, gosh, I can actually share this. This is what I learned, people. This is awesome. If you're on YouTube, you are going to experience
on YouTube to see the actual schedule live.
The actual schedule live here on Go Griz. They're going to have they usually try to test themselves as Victoria's Secrets on the other side.
There's ARP. There we go. It's like, oh boy.
Oh my gosh.
We are not sponsored by either of those. Oh boy.
Boise State, Nevada, MSUB. Oh my gosh. Maybe this is not a good thing. MSUB, UC Davis, Gonzaga, Washington State. So they usually do play.
Are they tough? Oh, they're playing Washington State in Missoula. That'd be a good one.
Missoula. Yeah,
because a few years ago the tournament was at Wazoo. Remember?
And that was a tournament game.
Yeah,
that we lost. I think it was like 2-1 or 3-1.
Yeah, I think so. So that'll be cool.
That'll be really cool. So that'll be on a Sunday. So I wonder if that's going to be I don't know. Is it going to be a home game for football? So people can go to a home game for football and a home game for soccer?
The schedule. I'll look. I'm looking.
So then we have Northern Airs, and then we get into like the Big Sky Conference. Northern Arizona, Northern Colorado, Eastern Washington, and Idaho.
Yes. That Saturday, Indiana State, the Sycamores come to Missoula to play Montana, and then you can go watch the Griz take on Wazoo on Sunday. So
that would be that'd be a good one. That would be a good one to go to.
Absolutely.
Have a weekend of Griz sports right there. That's awesome.
Heck yeah.
So it looks like, like we've said before, this team is the 2-time defending Big Sky champions. With those, they've had tremendous years, but this when it's hit the Big Sky Conference tournament, they just haven't been able to get it done. Yeah. One great thing is that since we were the Big Sky champs, the tournament's going to be in Missoula again this year.
Oh, is it again this year?
Yep.
Oh, very cool.
So wherever the
previous year's
champ, that's where it's going to be held.
Gotcha. Okay.
And
Makes
so,
sense.
it's always a good thing to have that here. But hopefully we can get on top and actually go to the tournament. So, Eastern Washington, we've got Idaho, Weber State, Idaho State, and then we finished with Sac State and Portland State before the conference championship.
Okay, conference championship is November 5th, huh?
Yep.
5th, 7th. That's that whole. Yeah, right there. It says right there in Missoula, South Campus. Very cool. Well, you can't ask for a better advantage than being at home for the tournament. So
yeah, and you want to be in the top 6 to make that tournament. And so yeah, it's gonna be fun.
That's awesome. Well,
yeah.
Do we know where we're ranked, preseason ranked for the soccer? Does it say anything like that? Or
I honestly haven't heard anything with. I don't even know. I don't even know if they do a preseason ranking for us. Do they do preseason rankings for soccer?
I'm going to see if the old Google.
I'll check Go Griz, but I think that we would be pretty high up there.
Oh, wow. Okay, here we go. So the neighbors are actually ranked first, then us, then
That's
Davis.
Football. That's football.
What? Oh, my look. No, it says women's soccer rankings 2025.
The neighbors don't have a soccer program.
Well, that's what I thought. It says they got 30 votes. This has got to be football.
That's got to be football.
It says 2025 Big Sky Conference Women's Soccer Rankings according to the preseason media poll. That's AI. See, you can't trust AI. You can't trust AI. They're
unless they got a team. I don't think they have one though.
I don't think so either. I'm on the Big Sky Conference page now.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything. So, and I've gone on their soccer page as well, and it doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there is.
So,
I'm like, what the hell is this? It's AI just can't help it. It's like, because they have because the neighbors do rodeo instead, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yep.
Don't I feel stupid? Don't trust the machines. Listen to Sarah Connor.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. All right. Well, guys, I know we have some questions about soccer. We'll get into those a little bit later. Or do you want to hit those now?
We're gonna hit them right now. Shoot, we're talking about soccer. Let's do it.
Okay. Sorry.
If you have them ready.
I do. I have them here. Let's see here. All right. So our good friend Bridger Lord at B. Dean Lord said, please talk about Griz Soccer. Is it the best program of the university? How high is the ceiling for the Griz Soccer? What's needed to take the next step? And should we get a dedicated soccer stadium?
Interesting. Well, so we listened to other podcasts, and then the last one that GFP put on there, talking to Haslam, and that was a good one to promote those guys. Yep. But Haslam talked about how they mentioned putting lights in.
Yeah.
The soccer stadium, and it was like we could spend that money a lot more elsewhere now, especially now that we've opted in. And so I don't think that's going to happen. I think you're going to just stick with what we have, just because the funds that would take to do that. So
I could see someone maybe donating money to get lights. I wouldn't think that they would do a stadium, because then that's where they're going to put it.
Yeah,
probably where they play now. Honestly, that's a great question by Bridger, because if you look at just the stats, it is the best program that we have right now.
Oh, and I was going to say something that people probably won't like. The best coach we have at the University of Montana is
Christian
Visky. Yep. Like he is. Like, I mean, as much as I like Bobby and stuff and other coaches, this guy is the best coach we have, best recruiter. I mean, the guy is lights out. So,
it is very surprising that he's still here.
I think he likes Missoula, and I think his family likes Missoula, and I think that's the only thing that's keeping him there, because there's got to be the programs trying to take him away.
Oh yeah,
gotta be. So,
and his staff is really cool. We've had some of their staff on the podcast too. Mm-hmm. So definitely,
we're super fortunate to have him, and the way he runs that program, just and the way he recruits. I mean, everything about it is top notch. So,
well, and like Bridger said, how high is that ceiling? Well, since and I think Kent Haslam and what the GFP kind of had him on, man, I've heard like it totally changes with these mini sports. Mm-hmm. And like they said with Haslam, they're focusing right now on football and men's and women's basketball. But heck, if you got money and you spent it on soccer,
yeah,
you could be playing with the likes of a dominant North Carolina team that's always there, and just go buy your team.
Yeah, that's true. And who knows? I mean, like now that we've had all the success and we've got very successful girls out there that are making good money and stuff, they could start donating and stuff back to it.
Yep.
You just don't know. But I mean, like our ceiling is still really high. Like I still think, they want to make it a ways in the tournament and they're tired of getting knocked out right away and things like that. And they want to make that splash. So, and I mean, shoot, we're putting girls into professional soccer and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's wild. So, I mean, I don't think Coach Javitsky has seen it all. He's like, if you think this is the ceiling, just wait. We're going to keep busting it through it and getting higher. So,
well, and that's what the next question is he says, what's needed to take that next step? Well, I think they're underfunded.
That's what I say. In the market we have now, money.
Yeah.
Money.
I think if you want to have a program, you've got to put your money where the mouth is, right? Mm-hmm. And I think if you put more money into it, you're going to get more reward. Yeah. And soccer is huge right now in Montana. Yeah. It is a growing sport.
In the whole Northwest. I mean, we're one of the top programs. I mean, so like we can pull good talent out of the Northwest here or whatever. But now with the way that we opted in and the money sharing, like, and with NIL, even for them, like, you could get that money and go get, like, someone could donate and say, go get a goaltender. Here's $300,000. Like, we could do that, but we need donors to do that. So, yeah.
Well, and just like you said, what do we need? We need money. We need dedicated money for that. Right now, guys, I know that NLI money is probably not going to go towards it because I think they're trying to get the bigger programs first.
Yeah. Well, unless a dedicated person says, I want this money for soccer, then they have to. And so that's the one thing you can do is, like, if you're like, I want this money to go soccer, then it goes to soccer.
Yeah. And that's what I was just going to say is if you guys want to support that, definitely make sure it's getting directed to that program. But also it kind of shows that this program is the best because you're getting high quality teams that you're not doing an away game. You're getting high quality teams here.
Right. Yeah.
You're getting Washington State and Baylor to come to Montana.
And two, I think our coach isn't afraid to play anybody. And he's like, the whole iron sharpens iron, bring them in. Like, if we want to get ready for the tournament, we got to play these type of teams that are outside the Big Sky, that are, your Big Ten teams and stuff, and bring them in so we can get that experience so that when it does come time to tournament, and let's say we're playing Wazoo again or somebody, we're ready. So,
Bridger, thanks for the question, man. I always appreciate you. But yeah, I love that program. It is probably the best, the up and coming, and it's kind of weird to say that the up and coming program.
No, they're already
there. Yeah, they're dominating everything that they do. But I just think it's that next step that we could take is going to be great.
Mm-hmm. So absolutely.
Let's get into some football.
Yeah.
So, guys, if you have not heard, we've got some coaching changes. Bryce Erickson, the wide receiver coach, has resigned his position and is going to be staying home with a family. So we appreciate him and what he's done. I've heard great things about him as a person and as a coach.
Nothing but great things. Like,
great things.
His players loved him.
Yeah.
We've heard from parents and stuff to say, like, it was part of the reason their kids chose there. I mean, it's the guy he's going to be missed by the team. So.
Yep, and hopefully everything is good with the family. And that's the other thing, man. The constant battle with recruiting and stuff, like we've got to have that under control because it's just killing these coaches.
Oh yeah.
And I think Bobby's said it, other coaches have said it too. It's nonstop all year long.
Yeah, where there used to be like phases and stuff like that. It is 24/7, 365 basically. Yeah. It is a grind. Like the definition of grind is a college football coach. So
you heard through.
So it was Skyline Sports reported today that Bobby Kennedy is going to be the new wide receivers coach.
And
tell us a little bit about that guy. You read about
it. Yeah, I screenshotted and I got to get it up here. This guy's had like 30 years of experience.
Yeah. He recently was a coach at Rice, but he's also been Stanford, SMU, Colorado, Iowa, Texas.
Yep. So he started at Wyoming, then went to Wake Forest, Arizona, Washington. He won a national championship with Texas in 2005. Went to Colorado, Iowa, SMU, Stanford, and then recently was at Rice. And so a guy that comes in with a long list of FBS teams, and I don't know. I don't know the guy. I've heard good things. If you win a national championship, you've got to have good players and good team. So,
I mean, his resume looks good. So looks the part. So I mean, it's
and to get another coach with that kind of a resume is pretty impressive,
especially this short of notice. Like that's
a week in advance.
Yeah, that's pretty damn good. So I got some other breaking news that just happened.
What?
So Frank Gagola literally just posted this. So Butte native, former Montana Grizzly offensive lineman Dylan Cook is currently listed as the second string right tackle on the Pittsburgh Steelers depth chart.
That is awesome.
That's pretty freaking cool, man. So
awesome, Dylan Cook.
Boy, Dylan Cook. That's way cool. So yeah,
that is cool, man.
Sorry, it just popped up. I was like, "What is this on Dylan Cook? What's we getting reported?" I was like, "Oh, that's way cool."
That is cool, man.
Yeah, awesome. Always see it when our boys are doing well in the pros. So.
And that's crazy. His story is just amazing of where he came from, being a
quarterback. Yeah. No, offensive lineman in the NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty wild.
That's crazy. Guys, other coaching changes here. Let me get it up here. Hopefully we don't have anything else that we need to share with everybody. Just VRBO, hopefully.
Not right. This is like there you go. You brought it up. That's exactly what I was looking at. There you go. Perfect.
So we do have 3 more coaches that are happening. So we've got former defensive coordinator and linebackers coach of Kent Bear coming back, being a defensive analyst.
That's exciting. Players loved Coach Bear. Like that is,
that's gonna be awesome.
Because of health reasons and loves the game of football, and obviously he's like, I want back in somehow. So I mean, defensive analyst, that's huge for us, and
that's only going to help our defense too.
Yeah,
like running that system is that's only going to.
He understands the 3-3-5 better than anybody.
Yeah.
So yes, this is a big win for us.
Yeah.
I see. So,
and then you double that up with good news, and you get the best player that he probably had on his defense to be a defensive analyst as well, with Alex Gubner coming.
Yeah,
and that's going to only help. That's going to only help our defensive line too. So,
and I was hoping, and we said this earlier, we were going to keep Gubbs around because we knew that like last year he got brought in as like a graduate assistant and stuff after KC let him go, and so I mean he obviously and Bobby mentioned this a few times that Gubner has the bug and wants to be a coach and be around the program. So I was pumped when I saw this news today.
Yeah. And then rounding out the offensive analyst is Eric Price. So it says here, guys, if you're reading here, he just finished up coaching UFL's Houston Roughnecks. Mm-hmm. And let's get a little bit more on him as well. I do think lots of experience, 33 years of experience in the NFL, UFL, FBS, and FCS. The likes of Alabama, UTEP, Memphis, Tulane. Those are some, in Jacksonville Jaguars.
So he's currently serving as the pass game coordinator for the Houston Roughnecks.
Yep.
Okay.
So pretty awesome resume as well to get a guy like that. Also, if it's a pass, if he's a passing coordinator for that team, that's only going to help our quarterbacks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I think the analysts can be on the field now, right?
They can. Yeah. Remember last year they were. They're allowed to be on the field now. So they're allowed to be basically an extra coach.
So I'm wondering if
they weren't allowed to do that. So
I'm wondering if they're going to use him as like a quarterback's coach.
That's what it sure feels like to me. That, you know, maybe we don't have room for an actual QB coach, but it feels like this is what they're. I mean, right there, like next generation of QBs and receivers, like his passing academies and stuff are legendary.
Yeah.
You know, it's like this is, So that's what it feels like. I'm excited for to hear about our new wide receiver coach and these three analysts today.
Yeah.
This is all really good news coming into camp this Thursday.
Well, and Luke gets my frantic text like, "Are you kidding me?" Like worrying, and Luke is like even like, "It's gonna be okay. It's
fine. Don't worry."
Yeah. So we even each other out. Okay, I guess it's up and down. But no, I feel a little bit better about this year with the coaches that we have.
Yeah, you were pretty worried when Bryce Erickson announced, like, what are we gonna do? I'm like, it'll be fine.
Man. Well, and just like that late in the year, man, I understand with family and everything, you got to do what's best, but holy cow, like that's crazy.
Yeah.
To have someone leave that at that time.
Well, and that's why it had to be, whatever it was, it had to be really important. And I mean, as we all know, family comes first, and that's why no one looks down on Coach Erickson or anything. It's like you take care of your family first. Like that has to be number one, and then there's everything else. Like that's got to be number one. So
yeah, we wish him the best. But man, good news for the Griz.
Yeah,
for that. So you want to go into some preseason accolades?
Heck yeah, there's been some good ones out there.
Yeah. So let's do the Big Sky first. Just because there's not a lot of those, but there are some preseason ones. Let me get it up here.
Yeah, there's I feel like before we started this, I do feel like we've had some people that got snubbed, but that's fine because it's preseason. Just preseason stuff. And then we'll see from there.
So 2005 Big Sky preseason all conference team. We've got one for the offense, and that's Eli Gilman. Which is really weird because that's not weird. The Adam Jones got like offensive player of the year, which I think he had a great season last year.
Yeah.
I would have went with Eli with that. I think there's also other players there too that probably deserved it better than Adam Jones, but hey, that's me. Eli Gilman gets
I think it's a little bit of that recency bias because they made it farther. That happens.
Yeah. So that was the only one that we got on the offensive side.
I'm surprised that our offensive line didn't get anything. Like I thought.
Well, yeah.
Idaho State, come on. I don't know who that kid is, but I was just like, huh.
Well, like I'm thinking Pamphilov. I'm thinking Liam Brown.
Yeah.
Klimzak.
At the same time, Bobby loves it when we get snubbed because it just pisses him all off. And again, this is just preseason crap for us, people like us to talk about. Is really what it is.
Well, and you look at some of the teams that you have on there. Montana State, you knew they were going to get one. UC Davis, probably going to get one.
Davis and Montana State don't surprise me. Even Idaho.
Idaho. Weber State and Idaho State, I have a hard time. Yeah. and they might be great players, but wouldn't you think about like, hey, your line has to be really good to be a really good team? Wouldn't you look at those teams that are doing well? I don't know.
Yeah, like Michael Briscoe, I agree with that. Taco Dell, I agree with that. Like I mean, Sam, and I can't pronounce that. Agree with that. Those receivers, I'm like, yep. I mean, even the Adam Jones thing, I get it, but like, I don't know. Anyways, moving on to defense.
Defense. We've got Peyton Wing coming in from Portland, the transfer from Portland State. Yeah. Yep, I'm really excited about him and what he's going to do. And then going down.
Wait, roll back up. I want to look at one thing. Okay, good.
What's that?
I was just looking. Just seeing.
Oh, okay. Well, and I think that you're looking at the linebacker position. I think that they're missing a guy on here, and I know he hasn't played in the Big Sky, but that Elijah Torbert, from what I've heard, he's going to be a massive get on that defensive side of the ball. Like he's a dog. So I understand Rex Connors from UC Davis, really good. I think he got Defensive Player of the Year preseason.
Not Brandon Wong from NAU is a good player.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some good guys on here. I was just you went past the D line quick. I was just taking a look.
Sorry.
So no, you're right. I was just looking. I was just taking a peek there.
So and Tylen Jackson, I understand he's a good player. I don't know. It questions me. Yeah. So, so our kick returner, Michael Wortham.
Not surprised there.
That surprised you?
No, I said not surprised.
Oh, okay. I was like,
earlier we were talking like we think that's what they're going to use him as.
Oh yeah,
kick return, punt return, thing like. Yeah. Love seeing Grayson Pieball on there. That's awesome. Long snapper. Yep. We have a history of great long snappers at the University of Montana,
and he deserves it too. He deserves it. So, and then the AP, is that the outstanding player, or is that the?
No, that's like.
Is it this it's not the offense? It's just the all-around player.
Yeah, I think
for Michael Wortham getting nominated for that too. So, but for like national watch, Peyton Wing got nominated for the Buchanan Watch list.
Buck Buchanan. Yeah, that was pretty wild.
Gilman got nominated for the Peyton Award watch list.
Walter Payton, along with our friend over at the Neighbors too. So we got. Which that's going to be a cool battle to watch, to see Adam Jones and Eli Gilman. Like, if I'm the Big Sky Conference, I'm like, that is like, you got to promote the heck out of that stuff. You got two of the biggest rivalries and two running backs, both eyeing for the Walter Payton. That's going to be a fun thing to watch. So,
well, if the Griz gave the ball to Eli a little bit more, then it would have been a little bit different story on the total yards.
You want to help out? You want to help out a quarterback? Run the ball.
Run the ball. Yeah, and
especially with our offensive line that we have this year. Like,
and the three running backs that we have behind them.
Run the damn ball.
Love it. Oh man. So let's go into some of the FCS rankings. I know the stats perform list. Sorry, guys. This is new. It's taking me a little bit here to get this up here.
I think we're 7 in that?
Yes. So you've got North Dakota State receiving a lot of the first place votes.
Makes sense.
Kind of expected that with them being the defending champions. And they've got, I think is it Cole Mason, or am I getting that confused with South Dakota State?
I don't know.
I know that their quarterback was the backup to what's his face, and he was their running kind of quarterback, the bigger guy that they had. So he's coming back. So they do have a quarterback that they're kind of watching. Montana State gets that number 2 spot.
That's surprising.
South Dakota. Well,
I mean, it's preseason, but I actually thought USD would be number 2.
Well, USD I thought would have been, but the spring was not kind to them.
Oh, okay.
They lost all their offensive line. They all transferred out.
That sucks. I still think I just don't know. I mean, I think that 2 through 4 right there, you could mix match anyway.
Yeah,
I think you can mix match, and you're going to see the Cats and the Jackrabbits play right away at the beginning of the season. So that'll figure that shit out that stuff out right away.
Yeah, so. I would have put NDSU. I'd have put SDSU. Then I'd put the neighbors, and then I would have put it South Dakota.
Gotcha.
That's how I would have had it. You got Incarnate Word, Illinois State, and then you've got Montana there.
Mm-hmm. So I think we're right where we need to be at 7. Like that.
I think so too.
That makes sense.
Yeah, UC Davis.
Look at that record UC we have Davis. On the right there.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, that was previous record 9-5, and I think the Big Sky got 6 in the top 19 or 6 in the top 20.
Yeah, because we got the Kitties, us, Davis. I see Idaho there already.
Yep, and then you've got so you got Davis, Rhode Island, Tarleton State, Mercer at 11, and then Idaho at 12. Going down, you've got Villanova, Lehigh, Sacramento State, which is so crazy. You look at their record, 3-9.
It's because of all the people they're bringing in. That's the only reason.
Yeah, it is. So that's either going to be a dumpster fire or that's going to be like gold.
Yeah, no one knows. It's in there. It's going to be interesting watching how Sac State performs.
And I think they play on week 0 against South Dakota State.
Oh, wow.
So I'm not for sure on that, but I know that they play each other.
I'll find out. You keep going.
And I think it's at South Dakota State. So you got Abilene Christian at 16, Jackson State at 17, Western Carolina at 18, and then you've got Northern Arizona at 19.
Yeah, you're right. First game of the season is Sac State at South Dakota State in Brookings.
See, I'm going to watch that game. Oh man.
Yeah, I'm sure it doesn't say, but I'm sure it's on ESPN Plus at least, but it's at 5 p.m. So
nice. So after Northern Arizona, you got Southern Illinois at 20, Tennessee Tech, Monmouth, Stephen F. Austin, Stony Brook, and then Richmond that rounds out that.
Ooh, scroll down a little bit. I love seeing these other receiving votes. So teams we're playing, there's North Dakota. Yep. Southern Utah, who's going to be new back in there, into the Big Sky. Any other ones? No. Okay. But still, so that shows you North Dakota's still going to should be good this year. And we owe them one. So.
Oh, yeah, we definitely owe them one. And we haven't talked about that. That we do have 2 schools coming in 2026 in Southern Utah and
Utah Tech.
Dixie State.
Utah Tech.
Sorry.
Formerly known as Dixie State.
Yeah. Whoopsies. But yeah. So how do you feel about that? Because I have a certain.
So I think, we did need to get like more teams back in the Big Sky.
Yeah.
And they are like, I never thought Southern Utah should have left the Big Sky. And I don't know. I think bringing those 2 in creates kind of a rivalry down there in that Southern Utah, and it's good for NAU, and it makes sense. It makes more sense than any other conference that things are doing now, where conferences are just like, oh, they're from here and here and here. At least in the Big Sky, we're keeping it all kind of in this, region, if you will. So it makes sense that way. As far as like, I think too, from what I've heard, like Utah Tech keeps investing money in their program.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
They're also in a really growing market too.
Yeah. That St. George market. And then too, it works well for travel for like not just football, but basketball and track and all that stuff. So I mean, I wish they were higher class opponents, like tougher, but like it is what it is. Like I don't think it's a bad thing for the Big Sky Conference, and they seem to fit well, is my opinion.
And another reason why they did those teams too is they needed teams for softball to have their automatic qualifier. They're losing a team, so I think they have to have 6 teams to have a automatic qualifier. So if they didn't add someone that had softball, they would have lost their automatic qualifier.
I'd like us to add one more team because they're adding, an extra game and stuff. Yeah. But now with 13, that throws things off. We need that 14th team.
Did you know that Utah Tech and Southern Utah, they're only going to be playing 8 conference games?
No, I didn't know that.
So the last two, there's 2 teams in the Big Sky that are only going to be playing 8 games, and the rest are going to be playing 9 games.
Yeah.
Because of just the way that it works out. So I feel like you've got to do that. One thing that I don't hear a lot of people talking about is those 2 teams were teams that you would play in your non-conference.
Right, because we played Dixie State / Utah Tech quite a bit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so with it being harder to get people to play a actual FCS opponent and not a Division II, I feel like that's going to be harder to get teams to go play or finding quality opponents.
Yeah.
Where for us, it doesn't matter. We can just play anybody and have it be a home game, and we can fill out the stadium and whatnot, and that'd be fine. But for these other conference or teams that need to have that, it's going to be a little bit harder for them to find teams to play.
Well, especially because you heard, I think you probably heard this, that once they changed that new schedule, week 1 is going to be a conference game. We're going to open every season with a conference game, which is pretty wild. That's that. I mean, it's exciting, and I think that's awesome for the Big Sky Conference and the FCS to open with a conference game and then go into some non-conferences and stuff. So,
who do you want to play on that first conference game?
Cal Poly.
Yeah, I know, right? Can we get Cal Poly or
Utah Tech,
Idaho State?
Idaho State, yeah. In Griz, that's where we want them.
Yeah, because that, there's going to be
at least for both us and the neighbors, we don't have to worry about that. That game's always the last one. And hey, other good news: Idaho is now a rivalry again. Thank God. So it's a protected one, and Portland State. It was funny. I was listening to Sammy on one of his podcasts.
Yeah,
and he was naming off which ones we should have, and he was like the Cats, obviously Idaho. Then he was like Eastern Washington, and then he goes UC Davis. I'm like, because they had him put in for a form like Davis. He kept saying Davis for everybody. I'm like, why? Sammy has got something with Davis. I don't know what the deal is. I'm like, obviously it's going to be Portland State because of Barney and Bobby. And then I'm just glad that we have Idaho. I would like to see us play Eastern every year because I think it's close and it's a good rivalry. And there's so many Griz fans that live in that Spokane, Cheney area and stuff. But I mean, having Idaho and the Cats as guaranteed is awesome.
Well, and they said 4, right?
Well, they've had them put in 4.
But they're going to get 3.
So that, you only get 3, but you put 4 in so that, you're going to get 3 out of the 4 most likely. And so they could kind of, if they had to shift things around here and there. That's what
I wonder what our 3 are going to be, though.
Oh, they've already announced it. Yeah.
Did they already announce that?
Yeah. Portland State, Idaho, Montana State. Those are our 3.
Okay.
So,
it's going to be interesting too, because UC Davis, I believe they're going to the Mountain West in all sports except for football, right?
Davis is? Yeah, you're right. Because I saw that, and I thought it was football too. And you're like, no, I think it's everything. Everything but football. Yeah.
So I would expect that to happen.
It's going to happen
here in the next year or two. That UC Davis goes in football too, and then we're going to have to find something else. That team, that area, their endowment, that should be probably a Mountain West school.
Well, I mean, you're right. The endowment and all that they have, and I mean the enrollment, it fits.
Then you look at, okay, well, who are you going to add?
They've got Fresno State right there in the Mountain West. It fits geographically too, and who are they going to add? I don't know. I saw this article the other day someone posted about how the Pac-12 better be looking at us and the neighbors.
The Pac-12?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. If they were smart, they'd be going after us because we have, already programs that are, have the fans, all this stuff that, with the changing landscape of college football, if they're looking to add more, that this sports reporter wrote this article. I should have sent it to you. And it was just interesting. Like they were putting out all the funds and just how they feel like it would fit right. And, it's a good rivalry. It would just be good for the conference and all that. So not that that's going to happen. It was interesting that someone else besides like someone in our circle was like noticing it and going, "Hey, this would make sense to me." So,
yeah. Well, then you look at like, okay, whose teams are they probably going to be at it, or possibly you're probably going to be looking at the formerly WAC United Athletic Conference, because you've got Tarleton State, North Alabama. Tarleton State, I've heard, might be going to the Missouri Valley. I've heard from a couple different people that would be a good place for them. That team's not going to be long for FCS very long. But like who do you add? It's going to be like if you
be like Central Washington moving up to the FCS or something like that.
Yeah,
I mean, there's also that you got to think about. Is there a D2 school that might
jump up?
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy. I think in the next couple of years, it's gonna start solidifying itself, and there's gonna be three divisions, and you're gonna get your power.
And Haslam says that if there is 3 divisions, he'd like to see us in that middle division.
Yeah, you want to be in that MAC.
You want to be the bottom. Yeah, that MAC, the Mountain West. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And then you get a playoff system for that one too. So
and that's where I think like eventually what would happen if you get that 3 divisions, that's where you're going to see your North Dakota States end up, your South Dakota States, all of these schools. That's where they should be, is in that.
So with the rankings, I don't know if I think I sent this to you a while back. There was a interesting, who was it by? It gave projected regular season wins.
Oh yeah, you did send that to me, and I was like,
and so we were at 8.9.
Yeah, I was like, that's
over or under that, and I said that's totally over, right? Like that's not even close. Over. I would have said like 9.5 should have been that number, but so they've got 10.3 for North Dakota State, 9.7 for the Kitties, 9.3 for South Dakota State, and 9 for, and it's a Redbird, so probably Illinois State, probably
Redbird. Is that the
Incarnate Word?
Incarnate Word, yeah.
Incarnate Word. So Incarnate Word and South Dakota both have 9. Interesting.
I don't know any of these things. Like it seems like when the year we went to the championship a few years ago, it feels like the preseason is like that again. I mean, where everybody's kind of like, the Griz, and it's like, man, some of the things that I'm hearing about, are old. The only thing. Here's the 2 questions I have.
Yeah.
Don't screw up the quarterback thing, like coaching.
Like actually just decide on one and go with it.
Pick a guy and go with it. Then you do that.
That's amazing.
I'm still concerned about our defensive line. Like that's another. I feel better. I feel okay about it, but I'm still concerned.
Yeah.
The other position groups across the team, I feel pretty dang good about. Like everywhere. Yeah. Like that's it. It's like get our quarterback right, and then hopefully the D line works out. That's the 2 things that I'm like concerned about.
Yeah, the quarterback is a looming thing, and I don't think it's because we don't have the talent there. I think it's just. And I'll be blunt. It's just coaching.
Yeah, it's coaching there. That's what I think. Get out of your damn way and just do it.
Because we have got 2 guys there. You even got your other guys there. Luke Flowers, I've heard, has got an arm. And so it'll be interesting to see. I hope you guys, they're going to play quarterbacks. And so that kind of gets us into the schedule, right? Of what we're going to see. And we can kind of talk about that here with the schedule. You're going to see 2 quarterbacks that first game. Oh,
absolutely.
Central Washington, you're going to see 2 quarterbacks.
Definitely. That's the type of game where you should see. It's like
exactly. Yeah. If and this is just me, you decide after that game who your quarterback is.
I agree. That's the game you give them all playing time.
Yep.
All of them. All of them. Like, like if you want to play each a quarter, and see what happens.
You have your bye week at week 1, you should be having that right there. And then you have one game. So you don't have a bye this year. Your bye is the first week. So you should be getting things worked out, and you should be getting things worked out in that week one, because then you've got to go full speed ahead and you've got to get clicked in because then you're playing North Dakota.
Yep. Who has receiving votes. I mean, they're a good team.
Yeah,
so
they're a good team.
We get Central Washington to figure it out, and then it needs to be. I mean, they should hopefully learn from last year, and by week 2, we're having start. This is what we're hoping for. Not saying this is what's really going to happen. This is what we're all hoping for. I think everybody's hoping for this.
Well, and maybe with this passing coach, Price, right? Is it Price?
Yeah, Price. Maybe Price will come in and be like, "What the hell are you guys doing last year?
Yeah. What are you guys doing? You guys have a quarterback here. Let's do this." Central Washington, guys, at Washington Grizzly, night game at 6 p.m. That's going to be awesome. And then that next week, hopefully, I'm trying to get down to going up to go to that game. September 13th at 1 p.m. We play North Dakota.
A little bit of revenge game there.
Little revenge game.
We stubbed our own toes in that game last year.
So let's go through this, right? Central Washington, that's a win, right?
Yeah, I was actually writing them down over here.
Okay, that's a win. North Dakota, I think that's going to be a little bit closer game, but I think that's going to be a win.
I agree.
Okay. Indiana State, I think that's going to be a win.
That's a W.
Okay.
If we lose to the Sycamores at home, we're
going to be sick. We're going to be sick.
In trouble. So we're 3-0.
Okay. So that game is on a Saturday at 1 p.m. There's going to be a lot more 1 p.m. games, guys. So that's kind of nice. Unless you like the night games. Idaho game, man.
I want to get to that game.
On ESPN2.
I want to get to that game. Oh, man.
8:15 kickoff. Oh, I think that's a little bit. I think that's going to be a closer game, but I think that's going to be a win.
I think that's going to be a W.
Okay, you're going to Idaho State for your first road game. This team is going to be. They've got a quarterback that just didn't play last year. Is it Jordan or something? His last name that did really well with the previous year. They just didn't play him. I don't know if he was hurt or not. I think that's going to be a little bit closer game than people will expect, but I think that's going to be a win too.
Yep, I agree.
So that's 5-0 going into Cal Poly at home. It's homecoming. 2 p.m. I think that's going to be a win.
I agree.
Then this is where you would have liked to see that bye, I think. And I understand, you gotta have another game, and you've got to
with Sacred Heart. I could see us playing a lot of people that don't get a lot of playing time.
See, and this is what I would do, and I think Luke and we've talked about it off camera. Play your third and fourth string guys.
Yeah. This is where you string guys, all those guys, or the guys that are redshirting, and you want to get the playing time because they can get this is that game.
Yep. Do not play your number one guys. You might want to play your two guys, maybe a quarter or two, but get those third string, fourth string guys out there. Get those red shirt guys out there and just go.
Use it as a bye if we're able to. Yeah, like where you're just playing a ton of guys.
Yeah, and you have to use it then. Yeah. So that's going to be a win. 7-0. Okay, you're 7-0, and you're going into this next one. Oh my God! I hope they are really good too, because I just want to beat this team, because I heard that they were kind of like too big for their britches at the Big Sky Conference. I've heard that, but they're sold that they're going to win everything. Like they think they're just
So, and that's it's going to be interesting to see where they're. I mean, no one knows. No. So, like Sac State could be undefeated or with one loss coming into this game, or they could be like 500 coming into this game.
Yeah, or one or two wins.
Yeah, it is hard. So.
And it'll be interesting to see if they struggle. All these guys that they recruited and brought in, do the wheels fall off fast?
Yeah, that's the thing. I wonder. I question, because you can bring all the talent in, but if they don't play together and work as a team, they're just pointing fingers and stuff. It won't work.
So, and it'll quit, and
that's why I'm going to say that's a W.
See, and I'm leery me. I think that's going to be, if they're actually a good team, that's going to be a game where we could slip up. It's a road game.
Yeah, and Sac sucks to play at. Like, that place sucks.
Yeah, and their offense, their go-go offense is something new that maybe we haven't faced. But I think
so what I did was I marked it as a W, but I have a separate thing over here I'm marking down of, could that be I just don't know, because I don't know anything about this team. So that could go either way. That's my 50-50 game there.
So I think that's more of a 50-50 game for me. Yeah. I think that would be either a win or a loss. It's a coin flip game. So Weber State.
Preseason, I'm going to count as a W. So
Weber State, man, how Weber State, that could be a whole 15-minute episode there. Like how far they've fallen. Yeah. My goodness. After Jay Hill left, man, like it just
Jay Hill was keeping that program together. So I'm counting that as a W. So I'm saying we're got 9 wins right here.
Okay, I'm 8-0-1. I'm not saying about the Sac State one. You got Eastern Washington. I think that's a win.
Yep, I agree.
And that's a 1 p.m. kickoff, November 8th, November 15th. Another rivalry game here. We go to Portland, Oregon at 3 p.m. Mountain Time. You play Portland State. I think that's a win.
I agree, but I worry about that game.
I do too.
Just because it's if we're going in there 10-0, our eyes are going to be on that last game of the season. That worries me.
Well, either way. Yeah. I think if we lose that one, oh man,
we're not going to lose. I'm just saying it always worries me.
Well, it's a game before the rivalry game. So anywhere you look at it, I have 10-0-1. Luke, you have 11-0, right?
Yeah.
So, you should be coming in. The schedule favors you. The schedule is not as hard. But who knows? We thought it was going to be a little bit more cakewalk of one last year. You just never know.
You just never know with some of these teams and how they're going to show up. So
yeah.
So I mean, here's
paper. On paper, it looks pretty easy right now.
3 games that scare me: North Dakota, Sac State, MSU. Now, the North Dakota game, I think we got.
Yeah.
Sac State, I question it, and then MSU because it's the rivalry game. But so here's my big but. If this was at Montana State, I'd say no, we're probably going to lose that game.
Yeah.
Because lately it's been the opposite. This is in Griz, so I think that's a win. I think we're going to give up a game. I don't think we're going to go undefeated, but I think realistically we could be 11-1 this year. I really do.
Yeah, you could.
Worst case, looking at that. Worst case, I would say 10-2. Like that's if our expectations are where they should be, we should be like worst case is 10-2. If we're going 9-3 or 8-4, Jesus criminy, the wheels fell off. Like that's what that feels like. So, or we had so many injuries that we have we're just, that's the expectation should be we need to win the damn Big Sky and then go on a playoff run. So,
because you could see if we're in 8-4, 9-3, Bobby's in some hot water. Like, obviously,
he's in trouble.
Obviously, if we're like that, they played the quarterback game again.
Yeah.
They didn't get that, and then we've had some injuries, and hopefully you've got some people back with that doesn't happen. But I would say at least 10-2.
I think so.
And then if you look at everybody else,
so I'm looking at the neighbors real quick.
Yeah, well, let's go through some of those teams by what we think where they're going to finish up, and then we can go through that too.
All right, so they're at Oregon. That's an L.
Yeah.
They get South Dakota State at home. That's going to be a 50-50 game for them. I don't know.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and give, because I don't like them, the Jacks the win, and the Jacks better. So the Cats can start 0-2. Then they got San Diego at home. That's a W. Mercyhurst a W. Eastern Washington W. Montana State at NAU. NAU is going to make some noise this year, but I'm going to give Montana State the W.
The only thing I like NAU. I like that team a lot. The only thing, though, is if you look at their schedule, though, their schedule is super hard.
Yeah, I'm sure. We're going to give Montana State the W there.
Like NAU could be a 50-50 team, and they could be a really good team.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel bad for them because they do have a lot of players and their coach and their quarterback. The quarterback is the only returning guy that we know, and that we know what to expect from him.
Since we don't have to play them, I hope they upset teams this year for us.
Exactly.
Yeah. So then they got Idaho State at home. That's a win. They go to Cal Poly. That's a win. November 1st, they go to Northern Colorado. That's a win. And then they get Weber State at home. That's a W. So here's the thing that's good for us. They get Davis at home before us.
Yeah.
I think they beat Davis. And I think they come into the brawl at 9-2.
I think they do too. I think either 9-2
I think the brawl is going to be for the Big Sky, in my opinion. Especially if they beat Davis. So the Davis-Montana State game could really lead into whoever wins that game is playing for the Big Sky. Like if the Cats will probably have to beat Davis to come play us for the Big Sky Conference Championship is what it feels like.
Yeah, let's go into UC Davis's schedule here.
That's where I'm headed next.
I've got it right here.
You got it up? Okay.
Yep. So we've kind of gone over the Kittens, right? We've gone over ours. So let's kind of go through some of these Big Sky teams. So they've got UC Davis, Mercer. That's a win, right?
Well, is it?
I think it's at UC Davis. That's a win.
I know, but Mercer, that's a ranked versus ranked game, actually.
Yeah, it'll be a good game, but I think
I agree with you. I was just being, because they Mercer's ranked pretty high.
Yeah, they are.
So, but I think it's a W too. So they got a W there.
UC Davis, Utah Tech. That's a W. UC Davis at Washington. That's a loss. UC Davis, Southern Utah.
Win.
I think that's a win. UC Davis, Weber State.
Win.
Yep. Cal Poly.
Win.
UC Davis, Northern Arizona. That would be at that point. Northern Arizona has to have that win.
But it's at Davis, so I'm going to give them the win.
Okay. And then Northern Colorado. That's a win.
Win.
Idaho State.
Win.
UC Davis at Idaho. I think Idaho beats them there.
I think they do too. I'm going to give that to Idaho.
And then you got UC Davis, Montana State.
I'm going to give them the L there because it's at the Cats.
I think that as well. And then you've got the Causeway Classic. I think they beat Sac State. I think they beat them
too. Yep.
So what? That's like 2 losses.
9-3.
9-3, but 6-2 in the conference.
Yeah.
So
it's just like the Cats. I had the Cats at 9-2, but really one loss is Oregon, so it gets wiped out.
Yeah.
9-1 in the FCS. These guys are 9-2 in the FCS.
Yeah.
So
then who's your so you go probably the preseason rankings. You had Montana State, right?
Yeah.
We should have probably put that up. The Big Sky preseason. I'll probably put that up. Big Sky.
So here's Idaho's schedule. Okay. Let's do that one real quick. I got that up. So they're at Wazoo. I'm going to give Wazoo the W, so that's an L. Then they've got St. Thomas. I'm going to give them the win there. Idaho. Then they got Utah Tech. That's a win.
Yep.
Then they go to San Jose State.
San Jose State?
Yeah.
Or San Diego State?
San Jose State.
Is it San Jose State? I thought it was.
Oh, yeah. It's the Spartans, San Jose State Spartans or whatever.
Oh, okay. Yep.
I'm going to give Idaho the win there.
Okay.
Why not? Then they're at us. I'm going to give them a loss there. Northern Colorado. Then they're at Eastern. That's a W. Portland State's a W. Ooh, at NAU.
At NAU, I'd give that to NAU.
I'm going to give it to NAU. Then Davis, I'm going to say Davis beats them. They're at Sac State. No, we said Idaho beat Davis, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And then at Sac State, that could be. Boy, so they're going to be right at this, and then they have Idaho State. So they're going to be kind of like 8-4, 9-3-ish. I think 8-4 is where Idaho's going to be. I think they're going to be 8-4.
So these, and we didn't talk about these. I just pulled up the Big Sky preseason coaches poll and the media poll. Like, obviously, you got Montana State being there, but they have Davis as that coaches poll for second, which I understand that they're losing Larison and their quarterback Hastings. And Hastings was a good quarterback, but Larison was their everything, and I just don't know how you replace that. I just don't think I'm not heavy on UC Davis being number 2.
Someone gave them a first place vote.
Yeah, that's probably their coach.
Someone gave us two coaches. That surprises me.
Northern Arizona got one.
Us and Barney.
Sac State got one.
Yeah. That's why they're coach.
Yeah. And
then, like I said, like the for us, it was probably Houck and Barney.
But I think you've UC Davis. I'd probably put them at 3. But Northern Arizona, they're going to have a hard time being number 4 with their schedule.
That just feeds. This is hanging in the locker room.
Oh yeah,
that just pisses them off.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be interesting.
I actually agree more with the media poll than I do the coaches poll.
I do too. I think if you look at the media poll, Idaho and Northern Arizona, I think that could be flipped.
I don't know. I think it's
just depending on.
I don't know there. I like how you see the 364, 354. It's so close. I agree.
Yeah, like I think those.
What idiot voted Idaho 1?
I don't know. Well, with
probably the own media guy, because Corcoran voted us number 1 too. So.
Oh yeah. But you've got how many Big Sky teams do you think are making the playoffs?
Okay, let's look at that. I would say us and the Cats for sure. I think Davis will make it, and that's it.
You think Cats, Montana, and Davis? That's it?
Yeah.
Okay, I think 5.
Well, actually, if they're 8-4, Idaho will make it too.
Yeah, I think 4 secure, 5 possible.
Now, it depends on what Sac State does. Like, I don't know them. Like, I say I really think the top 4 are making it, and then bubble teams, this is Arizona and Sac State.
Yeah, and that's what I think too. Is you got your hard 4: Montana State, Montana, UC Davis, and Idaho being top 4. They're going to be there, and then you've got your hopefully Northern Arizona can get some wins together with their hard schedule.
And depending on what the Cats do, if the Cats beat the Jackrabbits, if they do that, there's a chance that both of us could be, even with no matter who wins or loses the brawl, could be going to a first round bye.
Yeah.
If the Cats lose to the Jacks to start the season and lose to us, they could be playing in the first week. There's a possibility there.
Yeah.
So it's going to be tight. It's going to be tight.
It'll be interesting.
Some good football this year, man. There's some, I think between Davis, Idaho, the Cats, and us, that's the 4 really vying, I feel like. And possibly, then there's Sac State. We just don't know about them.
Yeah.
There could be 5 of us vying for that, the Big Sky Conference Championship.
See, and I just, with UC Davis, I just have a hard time believing that they're going to, like just magically, Hastings is not there and Larison's not there.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be probably in 4. Idaho, I don't know, man. I think that 3 through 6 is going to be like could be flipped around a little bit differently.
NAU does have a brutal schedule this year.
They do, don't they?
So they start off at Arizona State. Then they have Utah Tech at home. Yeah. And then they go to Southern Utah. So they're already playing this quasi next, Big Sky.
Yeah.
But then they get Incarnate Word.
So looking at those games, you get your first game, that's a loss. Yeah. But then you have to have those 2 wins.
And I think they beat Utah Tech, and I think they beat Southern Utah.
Yeah.
Then Incarnate Word, which Incarnate Word should beat them. If they're as good as everybody says they are, they should beat them.
Yep.
Then they go and they play at Portland State. They should win that. But then they got the Cats, and the Cats should beat them. Yep. Then they got Davis, and Davis should beat them.
Yep.
I mean, if everybody's as good as they're saying they are, then they go Idaho State. Then they get Idaho.
So that's why they're going into that Idaho game at 4-4.
They could be 5-3 at the best, probably.
Yeah, and so that game is pivotal for.
So that could really be good, big for them. They especially at being in Flagstaff, and then after that, it kind of eases up for them. Like the last 3 games, they got Northern Colorado, Cal Poly, and Weber State.
Yeah.
So Idaho, they're in October on Halloween. That's their big game.
So you could be looking at 7-5 or 8-4 for Northern Arizona.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. 7 for sure. And then the other ones are 50.
Yeah.
They're going to lose their 50-50s.
So
they got a tough schedule.
That's a tough schedule. Like I said, it's a tough schedule, and they could be a really good team.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Sac State, I'll try to pull up theirs.
Didn't we do theirs already?
Did we already do theirs?
No, we didn't. We did Davis.
We did Davis.
I got it.
Oh,
you got it?
Yeah, I got it here.
Okay. Ooh, yeah. The Jacks to start.
So, yeah, you got the Jacks.
The Jackrabbits go Sac State, Montana State.
Yeah.
Like they're, yeah.
And then, Sac State.
The Jacks.
I know, right? August 30th. I think they started off 0-2.
Yeah, I think so, too. They play them in Nevada. And, old Choate isn't going to want to lose to a former Big Sky team.
Yep.
So, but then they get Mercyhurst, Central Arkansas.
Now,
Central Arkansas is not bad.
They were in the playoffs, weren't they?
Yeah, they were.
Mm-hmm. Don't they have what's his face as quarterback that we had?
Who?
The guy that transferred. Oh, maybe that's not him.
No, you're thinking of the other Texas school.
The other Texas school.
Not
Stephen F. Austin. Okay. Then you got Cal Poly. So you've got what? There's 1, 2, 3, Sac State, Weber State, 4. Say their schedule is not hard. Like they should be favored in a lot of these.
Well, no, I mean I think that's hard to start. You got the Jacks, Nevada. Then it's easy Mercyhurst. Central Arkansas, that's a 50-50. But you're right. Then it goes to they should beat Cal Poly, beat Weber State, beat Northern Colorado.
Yeah.
Then we play them. That's a 50-50 game.
50-50. Eastern Washington.
They should beat Eastern. State. They should beat Portland. I think the Idaho game is 50-50, and I think the Davis game is 50-50 for them.
Yeah.
Like those are their harder games.
So they've got what? 3 50-50 games?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have 6. They have 6 W's for sure, I'd say.
Yeah.
And the rest are either an L, I think, or 50-50s.
So they got a 6-2 record with what? 4 50-50s?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if they win half of those, they're 8-4.
Yeah.
If they win none of those, they're what? 6-6?
Yeah.
So
it's gonna be a fun year, man. There's a lot of competition in the Big Sky. It's gonna be good.
Yeah. So here's the thing, and I've been hearing a lot of
people are bitching about the Griz schedule. Look at this crap. Look at all these easy teams they got. I'm sure they're just a bitching.
Yep. So do you think the Big Sky is like this year is going to be? I don't think it's watered down. Mm-hmm. I think you've got teams that
top heavy.
It's top heavy, but you have teams that lost talent that had talent there, and you've got kind of a switching of the guard for a lot of these teams in their quarterback and their defensive side of the ball.
Well, and coaches too,
and coaches.
Yeah.
So I think this year, if you look at the Missouri Valley too, like you get the same thing kind of over there. They probably have a little bit more. I would expect more teams out of the in the playoff with them, but
I see in the Missouri Valley, it's really Bison, Jacks, Coyotes. Like those are the three, and then there's going to be someone else that emerges. Somewhere in the Big Sky. You're going to have the Griz, the Cats. I think Idaho's still going to be good, and Davis, and then is Sac State going to be the emerger this year? Is NAU going to be that emerger? You're going to have that fifth team that emerges, sort of thing. So, it's exciting.
I think Northern Arizona, like this is a pivotal year for them. They made the playoffs last year. Can they do it again and kind of build off what they, in recent years they haven't been able to do that. So
we'll see.
It's
going to be exciting week to week to talk about it. Like we'll get to talk Griz football, but we're definitely have to look at the rest of the conference the whole year, though.
Yeah,
I mean, like with all these other playoff teams people are playing, whether it's Incarnate Word or the Jackrabbits or Central Arkansas, like throughout the league, we're gonna look at everybody's games they played and stuff, and just kind of keep track.
Break it down.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It'd be fun to talk about games rather than just like speculating.
Oh, I know, right? I'm ready for some football. Oh my gosh. Man.
I'm not ready for summer to end, but
no,
I'm ready for football too, though. I miss it. Like,
did you want to get into some of the fan questions?
Oh, sure. I forgot.
We kind of went over all those things again. We didn't go through all the Big Sky teams, but I think we hit most of the ones.
I think we hit the ones that are important.
That are going to be
relevant,
playing for something.
Yeah.
And you can take that however you want. Other Big Sky teams.
those other teams aren't going to be listening to this.
Yeah. Eat your heart out, Eastern Washington. Our friend Brian Hunt, Griz fans. What game day rituals, mojo, superstitions, etc. do you partake in to help guarantee a Griz victory? I always have to wear a Griz shirt. It doesn't matter what. I try to make my family wear it too. I don't have really any superstitions.
So I usually pick a hat that I like to wear for Griz games. And if we start getting W's, I stick with that hat.
There you go.
If we get an L, that hat goes away. A different hat gets chosen. I have, as you may have noticed if you watch, I have lots of Griz hats. Like I have no problem. I think last time I counted, I had at least. I think now I have 37 exactly Griz hats that I purchased.
There you go. You got to stop.
I think I was at 36. I was like, I got to buy one more.
Yeah, you got to stop right there. No more hats.
I know, right? It won't stop because I have a problem. But so we'll see. Like that's mine. I think is more than that. And then one that I kind of got into the last couple of years is lifting on game day again. Not really a superstition, but just like I wake up in the morning and it's like I'm jittery. I'm excited for the game. And it calms my butt down a little bit to go and throw some weight around. So I like that's just something fun for me, is going and getting a lift in.
Yeah.
Before the game. Like even though like last time I went to when we beat the Cats at home, was 37-7, I think. That morning I went to Planet Fitness in Missoula and went and lifted and stuff. It just that one really I needed it. It was like I was so fired up. I couldn't sleep. I was like, I need to calm my butt down. So I'd say that. Another one that I kind of ritual though now that I love that we have it is like just listening to like the pregame on the radio. I love listening to that before the game. It just kind of gets you, just hearing everything and gets you excited. And
we're so lucky to have Riley Corcoran as our guy, man. It's
thank God he loves the Griz so much that like he could easily be plucked away. Like that's how he is. So and this year it's gonna be interesting to see. We found out Tripp's gonna be on the TV and stuff. New TV personalities. I mean, Adam and I both really liked Marty. Yeah, we enjoyed Marty. I liked it. We both did. A lot of people felt the opposite.
Yeah.
So, but it's exciting to have Tripp on there. We'll see how he does and see how that goes. But I know that there's like other people that have, I'm sure, wild rituals and
well, guys, if you guys have wild rituals, would you guys share them with us?
I'll tell you one thing I want to do is go take shots with Brian Hunt.
I've heard his
I know. I've walked by it. I've never made. I'm making a point this year to go to Brian's. Now I have hung out with him in Frisco and taken shots with him. That was awesome. But I'm going to make a point this year at Griz Cat. I'm heading right to his ding tailgate.
Yeah,
have some.
We'll have to go over there. I'm going to try to get
trouble if I can.
I'm going to try to get to Griz Cat this year.
Heck yeah.
So definitely go over and hit his tailgate. So that is all for the superstitions that I have. I would agree with the tailgate, or not tailgate, but listening to Riley and them. That's awesome.
Yeah. The hat's probably the biggest one for me. It's like just making sure, like you said, I always wear a Griz shirt or something like that.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's always the hat thing. Like I will change hats in the middle of the game if I'm like, this thing's not working. It's like, yeah.
Oh, see, I'm more of a pacer, so I don't sit down during games. So I guess like my wife just laughs at me because I pace and I walk.
You know when I sit during offense. I'll sit during offense. On defense, I am up on the screen and like it's terrible. That's why at our house. So here's another ritual we have. Like when I'm watching the games in our house, we live in a split level. So downstairs we have our bigger TV. I have the game on there, but I also have it on the upstairs TV too. So you have to go upstairs. Down. Or sometimes like if I'm getting too excited, they can go up there and I can be down here yelling and screaming. Come on. Oh, the tackles are there. Fill the hole. It's like it sounds more like a coach than.
Oh, that's awesome.
I say hollering. It's like it's not like you know hollering at the players. It's more like, oh, get that, and then like when we do well, I'm losing my shit, like hugging and high fiving and.
Do we need to have your wife videotape it? So
oh my god! I could probably have like one of those cameras or something and like
a GoPro,
YouTube channel, and people would watch because it's like, God, this guy's insane. Like, what the hell?
That's awesome. Well,
seriously, offense. I'll be like, sit down. Sometimes I'll stand. Sometimes I'll stand and just be like this during offense. I'm like, okay.
I'm constant. I'm
excited when they score touchdowns, but yeah.
Oh, well, that's all I had for fan questions. I kind of they gave us what they wanted to hear for a podcast. Guys, if you guys want to hear something that we didn't talk about, get a hold of us. Get a hold of us.
They gave us what we wanted to hear. What is that?
So, I put out on Twitter what they would like to hear from us of going over. So they responded to that on. Sorry, not Twitter, but X. So if you guys want to hear something from us, we're not talking about the right things, let us know. And if you have superstitions that you guys have,
I'd love to hear people's
we will put them on here. We'll do a superstition reading of those. So definitely hit us up at Fight on Montana.
You should throw that up on X. Like, tell us your superstitions, and we'll
there you go.
I'll
do it.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm sure there's some good ones out there.
There's going to be awesome ones.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, maybe, I guess, like, for game day, too, like, one thing we always do is, like, always stop by the UC and look at, just look at the stuff. And then, like, always go have a cold smoke or something down there at the GSA tailgate and stuff. But, like, one for me, too, like, I try to get in early because I like to see the players warming up. Like, some people like to wait late. I like to get in early to watch and just see everybody. And, another, I guess, tradition too, when we do go back for games, my daughter and I always go up to the Champions Hall and, go like, hey, there's Dad. Like, you can find your picture in the team picture and then, like, just look at all the stuff. And I mean, that hall is amazing. If you haven't been down there in a while, damn, it is so cool just to see all the stuff. And I think they're always adding a few things or, I don't know. I'm sure it doesn't change a lot, but it's sure cool to look at all that stuff. So.
It is. Well, guys, like I said, rate, review, and subscribe to us, guys. That definitely helps us out. Also, we are on YouTube as well with the FCS Fans Nation network there. Get us on there if you want to see these beautiful mugs. But get a hold of us, guys. We love to talk to you guys. We love to kind of go back and forth. But thanks for listening. We will do another podcast sometime. We don't know when, but we will get one on.
Probably, I would say more too, like once camp starts rolling.
Yeah.
If we get information or get some stuff or
get some roster updates and stuff like that. Yeah.
Stuff like that. And
definitely
right before the season starts for sure. But
exactly. We'll do a roster update and then we'll do some previewing of Central Washington and kind of go from there. But yeah, as always, guys, thanks for listening and always go Griz.
Go Griz.